What's going on, everybody? We are live out here in the garden. Let's see. We are, man, just it's been a busy weekend. It's been a very busy weekend trying to get a million things done out here in the garden. Oh, went ahead and installed my giant Vigo bed. The Vigo bed is in the greenhouse. I did a 20, my greenhouse is 20-foot long, 12-foot wide, and that greenhouse, that Vigo bed is about 18 or 19 feet long, 2.5 feet wide, and 17 inches tall. So we're working on getting that filled. The place I usually get soil from is actually closed on Sundays. Um, so I'm just in the process of dumping pots. I had so many, like these 15-gallon pots filled in here, filled in the greenhouse. This is my greenhouse structure. I had all my tomatoes growing in here. Next year, I'll be able to grow tomatoes, cucumbers. My plan is to do the cattle panels all the way up the sides and do cucumbers in here. So, very much looking forward to that next year. This year, the plan is to get it filled before winter hits, close my greenhouse in, and I'll be able to use this. It's kind of like a place to put all my trays and stuff. Or I might even grow some stuff during the winter in here. I'm not sure yet. It's all about time, honestly. If I have the time to get stuff started, get stuff planted. Here lately, it's just been how much time do I even have to do anything? But the garden is beautiful this morning. I mean, everything is blooming like crazy. Got flowers. The squash have been producing like crazy lately. It's been nuts. But yeah, it's been a work of love getting this Vigo bed. I mean, I don't think y'all can realize how big this thing is. Uh, about 18 or 19 feet long. It is nuts. And I've been dumping pots all morning. I got a whole other row of pots to dump into here. Just finding the time, finding the energy to do it. Uh, and I only have like a half a day to do stuff today. Next weekend is my dad's birthday, and so we're gonna go to his place and do some things with him. So yeah, it's just man, trying to find the time to do anything. But as I put in the title of the live, I was like, a rolling stone catches no moss. I think that's how it is. That how the phrase goes? Rolling stone carries no moss or gathers no moss. I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know if that's how the saying goes. But we went to Jorge's on Friday and did the podcast. If y'all haven't already, go check out the Grow Bros podcast. We went ahead and picked up this lime tree for my wife's birthday. Uh, we were at the meetup, and Jorge told her, "Hey, go pick out any tree you want for your birthday." And she said she wanted a variegated lemon, but he didn't have any at the time. So a couple days later, he said, "Hey, come pick up your variegated lemon tree." And it's a big one, man. It's a pretty decent size pot, and it's going to go in one of these Vigo rolling containers. I grow all my citrus in these rolling containers. That way, I can move them into the greenhouse for the winter. If y'all are just now hopping in, let me know where you're from, where you're watching from. It's just been so busy today. This weekend has been insane. I work for. I'm off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I have not stopped working since I got off work on Thursday evening. It's been crazy. Um, Gonna be getting rid of the dragon fruits. I think I'm done with the dragon fruits. I'm gonna wait till winter. Dallas, Texas is going on, David. We're gonna be getting rid of the dragon fruits. I think. I like the way they look. They're really cool. My only problem is I haven't got a single dragon fruit, and so I'm kind of thinking I'm either gonna dig them up or I'm just gonna let them die back in the freeze and just not worry about covering them or anything. Just because they take up so much space and they grow like crazy. They grow like crazy. They grow like wildfire. I got one that's crawling over my fence. I got a bunch of propagations, and the problem is no one wants to buy them. Nobody wants to buy the dragon fruit propagations, and so I mean, if I typically judge what I want to grow and what I want to keep by if I can propagate it and sell it, and if I can't propagate it and actually sell it, then I don't know that it's really worth it for me. So it's just my opinion. I do have stuff that is, I don't propagate and I don't sell, that I actually like and has flowers or it does something, But the dragon fruit just isn't worth it to me. Yeah, I don't. I said the same. Yeah, Dave said the same thing about dragon fruit. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth it to me. If I had a big open space, I thought about keeping a couple of the propagations that I've got, taking them to my dad's. He's got a big piece of land. Yeah, it's hard to keep them in Texas out greenhouse. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, and if the juice isn't worth the squeeze, I don't see why you would even do it. And if you're not getting any dragon fruits out of it, so I probably won't keep those up. I probably won't continue to grow those any longer. They're closer to the house. They're breaking up. Can y'all hear me now? I'm like right next to the house. Can y'all hear me all right? Can you hear me? About it. Talk about it. Oh. I don't know. YouTube Live always messes up. YouTube Live is always a little funky. I've had issues with us doing our podcast from Riverside, streaming onto YouTube Live. I don't know what it is. I never have great luck with YouTube Lives. That's why if you follow me on YouTube, make sure you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I don't really do much TikTok anymore. TikTok is kind of I've kind of fallen out of grace with TikTok. I'm not a big fan of it. It's just the user interaction, the way you can interact. I don't know. I still post to TikTok, but I don't do many lives on there anymore or anything like that. Um, but yeah, I was busting out content last week. I had so much stuff piled up from the weekend that I was posting like videos every single day this past week, and it was wild. Um, but I didn't really get to shoot anything this weekend just because it probably takes twice as long to do something in the yard and shoot content, and I had so much stuff that I just wanted to get done. So I didn't have time to shoot anything this weekend, and today's going to be kind of a wash. So I want to make sure I go live for a little bit and talk to everybody. The squash has been doing amazing. I don't know if y'all saw my squash bed. I've got two of them. I got one over here with zucchinis and squash in it, and then over there I've got one with the patty pan squash. And we came out here and harvested a bunch yesterday, and it did. They've been doing really really well. I got my lemons are starting to produce. My calamundins are starting to produce. It's like this drought that we had. Man, this drought inhibited everything from making fruit. It seems like, but the figs didn't stop producing. The figs never stopped. So we got a ton of figs. We're going to be doing fig propagations. We're going to be doing bougainvillea propagations as well because I want to prune. I want to get my bougainvilleas pruned more like trees rather than like a vining bush. So I'm going to be propagating those as well. But man, I just got so much to do and only so little time trying to get everything done. There's never enough hours in a day to get things done, and y'all only see a very minute part of it. So, but I just wanted to come on and give an update and show y'all what I've been up to this weekend. I didn't even have a chance to mow. I really don't need to. I guess it hasn't rained in probably about a week and a half. So I mean, the grass isn't really growing, but it's cooling down enough. We had temperatures down like 43 this past week, and it was nice. Uh, but some of the plants, like my plumerias and stuff like that, do not like it when it gets down to that chilly. So I'm gonna be having to look out for the weather, and then here in probably November, I'm gonna have to start putting the plastic back on the greenhouse because I think we're gonna have an early winter. I think it's gonna be a long winter. I think it's gonna be a long winter this year. So I need to get everything ready. I need to get everything ready, 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 so that when winter hits, I'm ready. So, but like I said, I just want to come on and do a quick live and talk to y'all and give y'all an update of what's been going on here in the garden. And if y'all have any questions, drop them down in the comment section below about overwintering plants, stuff like that. I'm going to be doing a bunch of videos on overwintering like your peppers, overwintering trees, and I'll show you all my whole setup. It seems like the bigger greenhouse I got, the more plants I got to fill it in. So my garage is probably still going to be full, but I'm going to show you all how you can heat your greenhouse. I'm going to be using the heat lamps and everything like that. But until then, I will holler at y'all later on. And I appreciate y'all coming on and listening, and have a great weekend, what's left of the weekend. And have a great week as well.